Okay, look. You listening? You listening? Are you listening? I've paid my dues. I've done my time where it needed to be done, and I've gave my love where it ought to be. There's a long trail, all right? And it's real easy to start tripping all over the place. Losing track of your grands, skipping off with your feet, losing sight of where you wanna be. Now there ain't nothing in my heart that isn't in yours, okay? Are you hearing me? It's pretty simple when you get down to it. There are a few type of people you're gonna see again and again and again. See, but for the first while, you're gonna keep thinking, shit, who's this? You won't have had to dwell over the patterns. Get caught up in this and wound up in that and have to worry about who you give attention to. Okay? But after that, once you've made it, once you're inside a place that destiny is real, you're gonna start seeing like it wasn't nothing before. Everything will open up in just the right ways, if you notice, of course. But that's not to say you're not gonna struggle. You might feel bad. But hey, guy, that's what we're playing the game for. Are you playing to win, or are you playing to play? See, now these are the questions you gotta start asking yourself. You gotta start wondering, am I in the places I need to be? Who's looking down at my side of the street at what time? When are they looking down in hell? Why? If they're not, should it really be worth much of my time to get them down here? Hell, maybe there's a good reason to not worry about that too much either. Now listen, the only thing between you and me, buddy, is 5 feet of air. If it was you in my house and me in yours, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd still be trying to roam free, run across the fucking valley. Grab a breath of life, breathe it in. You. Now, take a breath. This shit ain't for you, me or nobody. It's just air, it's fucking everywhere and you got a chance to breathe it. That mixture of gases, your legs will push out the strides of wherever the hell you're going. To walk, stand, to run, to sit, you've got it all covered. Bases loaded. Top of the ninth, we're looking at 2 outs, 2 strikes. Catcher's losing his cool and the umpire's dying to piss. It's all set up for you. And what are you gonna do? Bring it home, kid. Bases loaded, we're in the top of the ninth. So what do I want you to do? I want you to bring it home. Isn't that fucking clear? You'd be surprised how many punks I know have been going to Giants games since the Carter era. And couldn't have been more blind the whole time they were watching. Couldn't have been any more catastrophically ignorant in that time. They think they know baseball, huh? Look at me. You think I give a fuck how many times you've planted your ass in a plastic polymer bucket and thought about your grandkids while Jeter takes another swing into the celestial infinity? I'm not trying to play games in your head. I'm just trying to find my way out of finding my way to the end. Okay? You still listening? I want to go down the central shore and wave goodbye to my damsel, hanging free from a ship. Goddamn, one beautiful ship. Set to sail east, all the way to Morocco, to land on those shores and taste a bite of that land because it damn well knows it's capable of it. And I hope one day I'll walk down the beach of life. I'll see my friends and those I looked up to. Maybe I'll be running with those who looked up to me. And fuck it, we're all in this together. I'm just hoping I can know I did shit for someone. If it's me, then it's me. But if it's you, what's it gonna mean? Who says it's gotta mean the same to you or me? I'm not about any of that. Anyway,
I'm not about shit.
Fuck.
I'm not about
The
any
wind
of
will
that
be
shit,
rushing through my
man.
hair, sand on the feet. So pure, man. And we'll get caught up in nothing this time. Not the timing, not the concerns of purity or legitimacy. But we'll just walk on through. And we'll walk because we were born to walk. Not an ode for joy, but an ode for being able to have joy. Buddy, the only thing between you and me is 18 inches of air. I've been walking down so many places, so many paths, okay? Lots of lifestyles. Lots of ways to walk down these ways, okay? And I've seen a bit too. If I had just a chance, though, to tell you one thing, though, it's that there ain't no sweating real enough For the being who thinks they've trudged down the wrong path. They'll never sweat hard enough. But damn, that one's on you. If you were meant for this path, you probably were. It's who are you gonna be? You were born with that choice, and you have it as long as you believe you do. Now listen, I've had my tough times too. I paid my dues, buddy, okay? Get your feet out of the dirt and sit back. Stop sinking into your own boundaries and getting used to what you're looking at from the same place. A fucking map maker can only make what they want if they tread the lane. Circle the mountain, climb up it, over it, zigzags across it. Every angle makes it that much clearer to them what the bigger picture is. The Bronx, what they're trying to write down, what they're trying to grasp about life. Whether you're sitting in with the dupers on 4th Ave, playing street with your buddies from the block, or getting clean punching numbers for the big guys, there's something you can get out of it. It's another angle, another vantage point, a different vista to understand the way things are truly laid out. And if you miss that, you think you're on a fucking detour, your map's gonna look like shit. And by map, I hope you see what I'm getting at here. Any real cartographer would go so fucking far downtown with a photographer. I wouldn't put them in the same room for longer than a minute. They beat the shit out of each other, kid. And you ask John at the counter, Diane on the floor, they both tell you that's just the way of life. That that's just the view of the mountain, that that's the shape it's always gonna be. That people rough each other up. When they've reached so low, there's nothing better to do with themselves. But that's just what they'll say. But looking at the map I've drawn out, I can tell you, there's a different fucking picture when you're envisioning from above, from up in that greatness, way up there. That's that the map maker and the photo taker are destined to fight, even harder than the paper pusher and the policeman. It's because the photo taker spends their whole life trying to find the right angle and sticking to it. They know better than anyone else that a good image is a true 1%er. That you could look at something from 1,000 fucking angles and only 10 of those would be worth looking at. Only 10 would be pretty. But listen, kid, they got a real skewed definition of what's fucking pretty. To me, what's pretty? Accuracy. A collection of those sums, a realization of all the angles, a crystal clear map of the Bronx. Now that's what gets me going, kid. And unlike that photo taker, the map maker spends their whole life moving about, chasing the angles, getting every piece of the view. Regardless of what's pretty or what's fair, for them the beauty is the reality. The averaging of all those perspectives, kid. Fuck. So listen. The only fucking thing between you and me, buddy, is air.